Hello and welcome back for another episode of Financial Freedom by 40. In this week's episode, we made our way back towards the coast after having been in the Blue Mountains. On our way through to Jervis Bay, we encountered the first bushfire we have seen so far on our trip. Thankfully, it all was being taken care of by the fire service, and we made our way quickly through the area and out to the Seacliff Bridge. The Seacliff Bridge is a famous piece of infrastructure which makes its way along the New South Wales coast south of Sydney. The road is elevated above the ocean, and you often see images of the bridge on postcards. It wasn't really a picture postcard day for us that day, and nor was there anywhere great you could stop with a caravan. So we made our way fairly quickly through here and went to the Kiama blowholes. The blowholes are another famous tourist spot along the New South Wales coast, so we thought we'd better pop in and check them out for ourselves. Maybe it was the wrong tide, or maybe there wasn't enough swell the day we were there, but the blowholes were a little underwhelming when we visited.
Who's gonna go? No.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Our next stop was the beautiful Jervis Bay, where there are so many stunning beaches. We stopped in at one of the most famous ones, Hyams Beach. Hyams Beach has been voted the whitest sand in the world on at least one occasion. Looking at the video, you can see why that might be the case. When the sun is out, it is pretty stunning. And after a few days inland, the boys were pretty stoked to get out in the sea and do some snorkelling.
That wind's still kind of cold though. Oh, that's cold. Why don't you go and find out? Yeah, I'll let you go on. You go and find out. Go tell me. You can tell me how cold it is. Do you want me to count to 3?
It's been a lot chillier than what we were expecting, so we haven't pulled the snorkel gear out too many times just yet. But it was a little warmer this particular day, so the boys were pretty keen to give it a go, and they were rewarded with quite a few schools of fish not too far off the beach. So they took the GoPro out with them and captured a bit of footage. Both boys had a go with the camera, so the next little bit of footage might be a little shaky, but bear with us as they had a great time capturing it.
There's one right there. Look at that. Look at that.
After Jervis Bay, we made our way back inland towards Canberra. We've been told that the roads heading into Canberra can be fairly treacherous and fairly steep, so we were a little bit nervous about making this journey. Ryan did quite a lot of research to try and plan the best route, and in the end the road we took, which was Route 92, was actually a pretty good road, albeit that there was a fair amount of roadworks on the way through. It wasn't too steep, and Bruiser the Land Cruiser did a brilliant job of towing us up the hill. We made it into ACT over the border with no worries. The border crossings in Australia so far have been pretty uneventful. Usually it's just a little sign on the side of the road. And we made our way to a beautiful location where we camped up on a private property. So we have been staying at a lot of campgrounds as we've come down the east coast, and it's been a bit expensive, but also we feel a little bit crowded, so it's really busy. There's a lot of people. A lot of the time you're really close up to other people's campsites, and there's a lot of privacy, so it's kind of cool to come to some of these more rural farm stay type properties. We've stayed at a couple now. They're generally a lot cheaper than staying in caravan parks. Often you have to be fully self-contained and there's no water or facilities there, but you know, having a fully self-contained caravan means that we've got the option to do this. So we've come to this place where we are about 15 minutes from Canberra. It's pretty close, and it's beautiful. So there is a little dam here, and the boys are gonna test out the water, go for a swim, and yeah, it's just really lovely. There's a fire pit, so we're going to have a fire, and like a lot of the campgrounds don't let you have fires now. So Ryan's missing his fire, and so are the boys. So as soon as they saw there was a fire pit here, they were onto it and started getting a fire set up for us. So pretty cool to be somewhere like this that's a little bit different, and yeah, bit more privacy, and yeah, bit of an opportunity to kind of chill out away from all of the people. How's the swim?
Cold.
Davey, how's the water? Is it good?
Yeah.
That's good. Our first stop in Canberra was Geosciences Australia. Now, we didn't think we'd spend too much time here. It was somewhere that we'd come across on Wikicamps, and we thought it would be kind of educational for the boys. But in the end, we ended up being here for a good couple of hours, and we actually really enjoyed it. The first thing we did was the geological time walk, which walks you through various stages of Earth's development. Where are we now? Mesoarchean era. 3200 to 2800 MA, the development of continents continued and temperatures were roughly similar to those of today. Throughout this area, cyanobacteria populations increased and generated greater levels of oxygen. However, most of this oxygen was absorbed by the large ocean and did not enter the Earth's atmosphere. Mesoarchean rocks are found in the present-day Pilbara, Yilgarn and Gawler cratons of Australia. We do not know on how many continental blocks these originally formed. Underwater volcanoes were abundant. In 2008, rocks from Eyre Peninsula were dated at 3,150 million years old, extending the knowledge of South Australia's geological history by 500 million years. Banded iron formations found near Marble Bar, Western Australia, were deposited in the Mesoarchean era and later transformed into iron ore. Who wants to touch the moon?
Me.
So isn't this exciting? We're finding all about the geological history of the Earth, and then we're going to go inside over there and touch a piece of the moon. Pretty cool. Can we spot the gold? What do you reckon?
If I'm shiny stuff.
It looks pretty sparkly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll show up on the GoPro how sparkly it is. Can you see the sparkly bits there?
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a shiny.
Shiny bit. Hey, this is a pretty cool school trip. After finishing the geological time walk, we made our way inside, where Geosciences Australia holds the only piece of lunar rock that you can touch in the southern hemisphere. We thought this was a pretty cool feature to experience. Is this where you go to touch the moons, Amy? Touch the moon.
This is a lunar touchstone. It's from the moon.
Whoa.
It's a lunar touchstone.
Cool. So now you can say you've touched the moon. The centre has a fabulous education area, which is probably mainly set up for schools, but was empty the day we were there, so it was great for us to explore. What are you doing? You're looking at things under a microscope. Does it tell you what you're looking at? All the sand, is all the sand the same? What differences can you see? What can you see? Volcanic sand from New Zealand. Oh, look. Oh, this is cool. Well, look, core samples. The centre has a huge array of fossils, gemstones, all different types of rocks on display, as well as lots of things you can look at under the microscope and just generally have a hands-on play around with, which is really great for the kids and a good homeschooling opportunity. What was also amazing about this centre was that there was so much to see, and it was completely free, so we could go in there. Even the parking was free, which we're finding in Australia just about everywhere has paid parking, so it's always a bonus if you can find somewhere that is free with free parking. The other thing that the boys thought was really cool and ties in really nicely with their interests was that they did also have a display of rocks which were linked to Minecraft. So samples of the actual rocks alongside Minecraft blocks of the same minerals. So they were pretty excited about that.
Boy, you said Minecraft was rubbish. You said Minecraft was rubbish. And I said, but it's, look at this. It's even approved by the Australian government. It even teaches you. It's got about blocks and rocks. Look,
Oh, look, they got two posters. They're all the different. What is it?
Ores.
Ores. Gotcha.
It's all the different ores in Minecraft.
Oh, look, and there's
This
the
is
real life ones. Look.
Best one.
Diamond ore.
It's the best thing here.
What is
If
it?
you look down.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hang on. I'm looking at these ones up here first. What have we got here? Red jasper, red stone. Oh, these sound like familiar things.
Yeah, they do.
What's the best one?
TNT.
TNT. I'm pretty sure they don't have TNT in this display. I don't see TNT in here.
There's TNT.
Sandstone. What's that one? Copper, emerald, iron ore. Look how pretty the iron ore looks. What else?
Look
have
how
we got?
pretty the sand in Minecraft looks. It's the beautiful thing in
Sand.
Minecraft.
Coal. Do you have all these things in Minecraft? Do you?
Yes.
Granite.
Yeah, granite's the ugliest thing in Minecraft.
Cobblestones.
Yeah, cobblestone is just when you mine stone.
And you thought geology museums would be boring.
And you said Minecraft was rubbish. This means we get to play it tonight.
I didn't say that.
After the Geosciences Centre, we went out to the National Arboretum, which is a collection of 44,000 trees. It includes a number of rare and endangered species of trees. There's also a really cool bonsai collection there. We thought this would be quite interesting, but the boys, on the other hand, didn't find a tree collection all that interesting. They did, however, enjoy the amazing playground that they have there, so we spent a little bit of time out there having our lunch.
What do you guys think of the playground?
I like it.
It's pretty cool.
It's hot so you can relax.
Yeah? I'm here. Hello.
There are so many learning opportunities in Canberra, so it's a really great place to go for us as a travelling family because we got to have a lot of fun but also do a lot of learning on our journey as well. One of the places we stopped was the National Capital Exhibition, where we learnt all about the formation of Canberra. Canberra has quite an interesting history, having been chosen as the location for Australia's capital after a bit of a stoush between New South Wales and Victoria as to who should hold the capital. In the end, it was decided to create a new independent state, which is how ACT came about. There was then another competition to design the city, which is another whole story in itself. Our final stop for the day was the National Museum of Australia. There really are just so many museums to see in Canberra. This is actually one of the smaller ones, so you don't need a huge amount of time to go around this one. Probably we were there for maybe 2 hours in total.
How cool is this? You guys reading all the signs? Doing lots of learning? Or are you just trying to see how fast you can get through it all?
Although this museum does have a number of really neat exhibits, including this big croc, we had probably been a little museumed out for the day by the time we reached here. So we didn't spend too long looking around the exhibits. I think the boys were getting a little bit bored, and to be honest, I was a little bit tired of reading signs myself. We went outside and spotted this little fellow who needed rescuing, so we grabbed him out of the pool and put him safely back in a tree.
Put you.
Come on, little birdie.
On the tree.
Yeah, put on the tree. So we have just rescued a little bird from the pond.
On our way back to camp, we went for a drive up Mount Ainslie, which gives you a great view over Canberra City. This was pretty cool as we had learned all about the design of Canberra in the Capital exhibition. It was definitely worth the drive up there, as from the summit of Mount Ainslie you could see how the design of the Capital had been brought to life, and it is a pretty amazing testament to the couple who designed it.
What are you guys making us for dinner?
What are you having? Some onion for broccoli salad, some bacon for broccoli salad, some sausages and some pork, and then also some roast vegetables.
Nice. We're going full bush cook. Sort of.
Yep, full bush cook.
You're crazy. What, you don't chop your toes off?
But don't worry, as long as there's no one in front of the axe, that should be good.
You're near the axe.
No, as long as there's no one in front of the axe blade.
Yes,
Dad
but
said,
you're right with the axe. Just don't chop your toes off.
don't worry.
I do worry.
I know that not to swing if it gets close to my toes.
Right now it's close to your toes. Oh, the muscles.
Funky arm twister-rooney. Swing it.
That must be what they do in the movies.
No.
No, that's dangerous. What do they do in Minecraft? Is that how they chop wood in Minecraft?
No,
No, they don't chop mine.
this is how they do it in the movie.
They mine. No, don't do it like the movies. You're crazy.
The following morning we went to Questacon. This is an absolutely fabulous and unmissable experience for kids in particular.
How many bricks is it?
460,323, and it took 536 hours to build.
Oh. There you go, ship there. Awesome. So each one of these stripes is 1 year. Blue years were cooler than average, red and orange years were warmer than average. So starting in 1901 and moving forward, can you see if there's a pattern of what's happened?
Yes.
Well, let's keep walking. See if you can figure out over time what's happened. I think I have a theory.
It's because of global warming.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's happened to the colours?
They've faded from blue all the way to hot.
Okay, and so what does that mean?
It means that the world is warming.
Yeah.
It's because of climate change. It's like just
The 90s? Yeah.
it's like 2098 is red.
Yeah, but what's happened in the last few years?
Oh my goodness! From 2015 it's red.
Yeah. So it's got...
Well,
Where's
that's
our
when
look?
I
There you
was
go.
born.
So overall, temperatures in Australia have increased by over 1.4 degrees Celsius. And look at how much of the red is in the last little bit. Crazy, eh?
The next little bit was the boys' favourite part of Questacon, and probably also their favourite part of the trip to Canberra. The Curiosity exhibition is an exhibition that has been put together by Brickman. In true Brickman fashion, the exhibits are fabulous. One of our favourites had to be the giant rover that was on display. The rover is apparently a life-size version of an actual Mars rover. The boys had a visit from a NASA scientist just before they finished up at school, and as part of that they got to see a replica at school, so this tied in really nicely with their school visit. We got a bit of an insight while we were at this exhibition as to just how much the boys have been missing their Lego. There was a big setup where you could build your own, and we spent a pretty good chunk of our time at Questacon sitting in this section building Lego. Can you tell us about your space station?
So this space station was run by aliens. So this is our alien rover 1, and this is our alien rover 2, and this is the alien space station.
Yeah.
We're trying at the moment, making secure.
Nice.
Right now I'm up on the stilts.
What are you building over here?
I'm building like a small platform
Yeah, what for?
for rover parking.
Nice.
This here is my rover that I made. So it goes out through these gates here. We have in and out on this platform. We've got the main control station with our alien in here.
Since he's the old one, he's that one, and I'm the cute little guy.
If you come down here, you can see we've blocked off the inside of this cave because it is too dangerous. And we've got a big wall surrounding our compound.
Nice. And what have you got here, Dave?
This is my rover that someone gave us.
Yeah.
And I fit anywhere onto it because I'm one stud big. My rover also is on all terrain, so it can go anywhere. I can just demonstrate, but it can't really get out the gates and go up those.
Very cool. Good effort, boys.
We've never been able to play with Lego.
We have never built something this big in Lego before.
Well done.
And over here, this is the hanging control station.
Over here is the controls for the airlock
Right.
that we have. Down, if you look down here, then that's what we've blocked off
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of bricks.
Nice.
And then we also have all the other stuff around here, so all the ruins of old space people's rockets who have gone kaboom.
This is probably one of the best Lego exhibitions we have ever seen, and we have been to a few. What I thought was really cool about this exhibition in particular was the way that it tied in really nicely with the overall science theme of Questacon. And one of the parts that I thought was really cool was this periodic table made out of Lego. The boys' school has a giant periodic table very similar to this, which has actual pieces of the elements in it, but we thought that the Lego version was really cool as well. Here's another periodic table, not a Lego one, but one of the many other science-related displays that are throughout Questacon. This one shows you the periodic table in a kind of similar way to what the boys have at their school, showing you the different elements and the kinds of things that they are used for. Another thing they have there is a freefall experience. Now, I wasn't quite brave enough to do this, but the boys went up there to give it a go.
Woohoo! Go Ollie! What do you reckon? Was that good?
It was scary to just go straight down, but that's really fun. Brother, you'll be fine. It's really fun. It's like you're in the air for a second, then you go down.
Yeah.
He's a bit nervous, like he did on the roller coaster. It's really scary when you're far. Like really scary.
I'll bet.
And then when you drop, it's like, oh, that feels nice. Oh.
Next up was a bit of family competition with a game of 4-way air hockey and then this light chasing game, which Ollie and Dad were pretty good at.
Oh, go Ollie.
27!
Dad's turn. Where are they going, Dave?
Fine.
Up.
I got a head on.
Sadie, they came out on top of you. You're over there.
29!
Before we left, the boys begged us to go back for a little bit more Lego playtime, so off we went to the brick exhibition again.
What are you doing, Mum?
I'm trying to make an alien. I'm not figuring out how to make his head. I'm working on his arm. But look, he swallowed this little guy in here.
Oh, poor guy.
The final product of what's been built over like hours.
Smile. This is what we've built at Questacon.
We're in the Mars exhibit. So what we've done is we've built a giant Mars space station.
This is the generator for this quarry that goes all the way down to the void. This is small aliens are helping us. The guy who lost his legs is floating now because there's something. These are all the things we've got from the quarry. This is the quarry machine that if
if there's an emergency, it just pulls it up. I'm not sure what this is.
It's a storage unit.
It's a storage unit. This is me and Oliver's bedroom.
So this is me.
This is him, and this is me. And this is my attachable laser arm. This is our guardian, who has a giant mace. This is a rover, is it? Yeah, a rover. And then, if you go all the way over here, this is the gateway to Earth with a cute guy with a radioactive suit on. And these are the 3 rovers.
These are our 3 rovers that we have that transport the resources from other areas on Mars out
And
in
from Earth.
and from Earth to the main base, where it gets put in here, which this is our little main core. So our main core powers the whole entire space station. We have a little flybot. He's our little. He's our
drone.
He's our drone. If we look under here, we can see we've blocked off the cave, and we've added some greenery and more areas down there. We've got some stored ladders. We've got a staircase up that goes into the control
That's the
room.
airlock. If you look down here, this is the airlock.
Yeah, there's an airlock control.
Airlock control, and then also over in here, this is our airlock.
Yeah, these are the airlock
More controls.
Over here we have all the controls in the main area, and as you can see, it's hanging off of a cliff. So we've put 3 beams down here that are 1 block, and then we've put in 3 beams, some other 3 beams off the cliff. And that's pretty much what we've got.
Well done, boys.
See for this gateway to Earth.
Yeah, it's the gateway to Earth.
Will also come down. That's what we don't want it to.
Yeah, not
Well done. Are you having fun?
Yes.
While we were in Canberra, Parliament was sitting, and Parliament House is just up the road from Questacon. We spent so long in Questacon that we missed the start of the parliamentary session for the afternoon, and although we could have snuck in there quietly, the boys were a little tired and grumpy by this point, and we decided it was probably best not to go and sit in Parliament and cause a bit of a ruckus. We did, however, have a look around the outside of the Parliament building and a bit of a look around the inside as well. They had some fabulous educational booklets that enabled you to learn some facts about Parliament and to do a little bit of a scavenger hunt while you were in there, which was kind of cool. They also had this amazing Lego model of Parliament, also by Brickman, which I think made the trip to Parliament a little less boring for the boys. On our final day in Canberra, we went out to the Royal Australian Mint. The Royal Australian Mint is where all of Australia's coins are made. They also make the coins for a number of other neighbouring countries. Not New Zealand though. The National Mint is another one of Canberra's amazing free exhibitions. The Mint also offers free tours, so of course we signed ourselves up for one of these so we could learn all about how the coins are made. There are lots of exhibits to look around while you are at the Mint, and we learned a lot about Australian money while we were there.
Which Australian coin can you find in this deal?
5 cent.
What else can you see?
There's hundreds of 5 cent coins in this.
Hundreds? Read your booklet. How many is there?
Well, there's 15,500
That's
5
a
cent
lot
coins.
of coins.
There's 5 cent.
But what else are we supposed to be noticing about it?
As part of the free tour, we were introduced to some of the machinery that helps the Mint to produce the coins that they make, including Titan, which is the orange robot that you can see below, and Penny, who is the robot who moves around all of the giant barrels of coins. So here you can see Titan picking up one of the barrels of coins and tipping it into the machines. So the coins that you see are actually blank ones that are being sorted, ready to be sent up to the presses that stamp the coins and turn them into whatever currency is being produced on the day. We were told that the red barrels that you can see below contain the $2 coins and the yellow barrels the $1 coins. The red barrels contain $200,000 worth of coins. So sitting in those 2 barrels below is 400,000, and I think there are 75,000 in each yellow barrel, if I am correct. So a fair bit of coinage down there. The boys would have been quite keen to grab one of those for their piggy banks once they were stamped, of course. Another interesting fact we learned while we were on our tour is why the Australian $1 coin is bigger than the $2 coin. This is something that I had always been quite curious about because it seemed a little bit strange having the money the wrong way around. But it turns out that there is a good explanation for it. So back in the day when they produced the money originally, the coins only went up to 50 cents. The $1 and $2 were printed on paper. When it came to turning the notes into coins, they decided to produce the $1 first. Later on, when it came to producing the $2 coins, the cost of producing coins had gone up so much that it wasn't economic to create a $2 coin that was larger than the current $1 coin. So they decided to make the $2 coin a little bit smaller and a little bit thicker so that it didn't cost quite so much as producing a larger $2 coin. The Mint also has machines that allows you to make your own coins, and the boys wanted to make a souvenir coin to take home with them.
Right, so I have to get a mint your own coin. What's going to happen? Watch over here, I think.
It's making it later.
Come watch what it's doing.
It just went boom.
There it goes over the top. This has gone round. It's just dropped into the conveyor.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, you're going to get a new landing. Ah, look at that.
Do you want to show me what you got? Show me your coin. Oh, a bit close. Cool.
Cool, I'm gonna make mine.
Have a look. Can you put it on there? Have a look.
Let's watch it go again.
See, it moves the coin bit in. You're also getting a nerd one of it.
There it
Moves it
goes.
along and it drops a holder and the coin.
Oh, you got a different.
What one did you get? I got a Canberra one. See, Canberra.
What'd you get? Show me.
Can you jump that way?
Cool. Let's see how tall Xavier is in coins. How tall are you in coins?
$550.
About $550.
I'm about 580.
I told you I'm the most valuable.
Oh, in $1 coins.
Our final stop on our visit to Canberra was the National War Memorial Museum. Again, this is an entirely free experience and it was incredibly well done. Many of the exhibits were pretty confronting, to be honest, but it did have so much information about the world wars and many other wars that Australia has participated in. And of course, there was a number of displays that talked about the Anzacs. Your free ticket to the museum gives you 2 hours to look around, which is probably not really long enough. We easily could have spent a couple more hours looking around. Altogether, Canberra was a neat place to visit as a family and just so much to do, a lot more probably than we had anticipated, and we probably could have spent another couple of days if we were to cover off some more of the sites of Canberra. That's it for us for this week. We'll leave you with a snap of us outside the War Memorial at the end of our time there. We'd like to say a really big thank you to everybody who has been tuning in. We really appreciate that you take the time to follow along with our adventures. And if you don't already, it would be great if you wanted to hit the subscribe button so you get all of our weekly episodes as well as our shorts. And then if you'd like to follow along and catch up with some more of our happy snaps, then make sure you follow us along on social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook at Financial Freedom by 40. We hope you have a wonderful week and we will talk to you again next Friday.